All right. In my previous video, I spoke to you about a client who blocked me. Okay, I've not given you his name. I've not given you, his details. I've just told you the gist. But in this video, I'm going to give you the actual advice I would like to give him. Long story short, he never had a girlfriend in his life, never had a relationship, and the first girl he meets, he wants to get married to her and live happily ever after. But he is not considering the fact that he is rich, he has a career, he has money, he has a white passport, while she doesn't have any money, she is not rich, she comes from a very impoverished background, and marrying him will open oodles of possibilities. And yeah, another thing is, he is not attractive looking, he is short, he is, he's very focused in his work, while she is very flamboyant and wants to be rich. And anyway, a lot of red flags. Anyway, forget all that. So in this video, I want to give you a couple of relationship bits of advice, which I wanted to give him, but obviously because he blocked me now, I can't give him. But I hope he watches this video, and I hope any one of you who is planning to get married or planning to get into a relationship watches this video. Okay, so you can thank that guy for paying me to make this video. Okay. Now, see, when you are in love, when you are in that honeymoon phase, when you are romantically involved, you cannot think clearly. You just cannot think clearly. You will only think emotionally with your feelings, and you will think with your, not this head, you will think with the other head. There are two heads, one is this head, one is, it's called, that's why they call men dickheads. Okay, because blood can either come here or blood can go down there, and whichever area the blood goes, the other area shuts off. That is what they say. So when you are emotionally involved, when you are romantically high, everything looks amazing, everything looks magical, everything looks fabulous. Why do you think so many men, they do this, or they'll do like this with their girl, and they'll take a photograph and they'll be kissing like this, and they'll be like this, and I love you, and they'll put romantic stuff on Facebook. Janu, I love you, I can't breathe, you are my soul mate, and you are made for me, and God destined us to be together. And they'll take photographs of their hands like this, holding, like this they will hold, and they'll take a photograph, hand holding like this, and they will put a wonderful quotation and wonderful statement, you are my life and I will walk with you, and they'll take photographs. All that is nice. You have been through it. It's not that I have not been through it, but this is not love. It is a feeling. The problem is the word love. You can say, I love my dog, I love eating biryani, I love porn, I love cartoons, I love scratching my whatever. So you can use the word love for all of it. It doesn't mean the same thing. You can even say, I love God, I love my parents. So I love scratching my versus I love my mom and dad. Do you think it's the same thing? No, it's different. Like they say, there's erotica, there's agape, there's, all these terms. So we use the one word love for everything. But when you're talking of marriage now, you need to be realistic. You need to use your head, which is very hard. And I'll tell you, it's the hardest thing for anyone to do. There is no such thing as, yes, I will use my head. And no, it comes only with maturity. It only comes, and maturity comes from failures. And failures comes from these mistakes that you make. And mistakes come from, you keep trying new things. So if you're going to get married, if you make a mistake in marriage, there is only one solution. Either you compromise for the rest of your life and live a life where you're with the person you never want to be, or is substandard to your expectations, or it's going to end up in separation or a very bad divorce, which is going to cost both of you, and it'll cost the guy much more. So, in fact, ask yourself this question, a very simple thing. Why do so many people get divorced? Have you ever asked yourself this question? Why do so many people get divorced? Why? You think they did not get married with the right intentions. You think they were not serious. You think they didn't love the person genuinely, both of them. You think they didn't want the marriage to succeed. You think you're the only one who wants the marriage to succeed and wants good intentions. Why these other people not? In fact, there are so many people who have children and they still undergo a separation or divorce, and it destroys not only the couple, it destroys the children. So tell me, you think people who get divorced, they didn't have the best of intentions? So, if they can get divorced, you can't get divorced? You think your marriage is forever? That's the first one. See, the second thing is, when you're about to get married, it's like you're about to get into a contract. It's like a salesman. He is trying to sell you the car, so he'll be very polite, he'll be very nice, he'll tell you the best features, he will behave properly, he'll treat you like God, he'll give you tea, coffee, he'll tell you, sit down, sir, and he will show you the features, and the car looks impeccable, and that smell of leather when you open the car, even when you open the car, that dull thud, and when you close the car, it's completely, there's no noise, it closes so beautifully. And you can smell the leather in the car, and it's so silent. I'm sure if you bought a new car, you'd know what I'm talking. And when you insert the key and when you start, the engine starts so effortlessly. That is the romantic phase of marriage. But if you want to know what will happen after very many years, go sit in someone else's car who has used this car for 10, 20 years. He will just he'll bang the door and he'll start, and there'll be a smell, there'll be a stench. The car will be tattered and torn, and nothing will be luxurious, there's no leathery smell. In fact, maybe there's smell of dust and dirt and pizza, and there's a coke, and there's stains, and everything is, even the AC may not work, the air conditioning, he doesn't give a damn about the car. You see the difference in a brand new car and versus this? And once you purchase the car, the salesman, bye-bye. I don't want to talk to you anymore. He's completed the sale. And once you take the car out of the showroom, immediately 40% of the value goes, the minute you take the second the car goes out of the showroom, even though it's brand new, 40% value goes. Okay? And then the headache starts. It was not the signing of the paper that was the headache. After you purchased it, now you have to pay the bank loan every month. You have to pay for the service. You have to pay for the maintenance. You have to, take care of it when you're driving on the road. There might be, let's say a tire gets punctured, or, the road is uneven and it affects the alignment, or somebody can have an accident. So many things can happen. Same thing with marriage. When you're about to marry her, she will dress up perfectly, she will behave perfectly, she will act perfectly, she'll treat you perfectly. Not only her mother, her father, her uncle, her aunt, her nieces, her nephews, everyone will treat you like God. And you and your family and everyone will treat her very nicely. So everyone's so nicely behaved, everyone's acting so nicely, everyone's so loving, sweet, genuine. There's so much of love in the air. It is like unbelievable. This is the best family in the world. This is the most perfect family union. And they will say the right words. They'll say, you're my son, you're my daughter, even though you're not. And they will celebrate the wedding with the most perfect video, the most perfect photographer, the most perfect buffet, the most perfect dress, and you will look amazing and you will dress amazing. Everything is so perfect. It's it's like a fairy tale. But do you seriously think it's going to be the same? In fact, here's a wake-up call for you. Look at the female that you're about to get married to. Look at that female then look at her mother. See the mother's shape. Unless the mother is very hot, then it's a different story. But most of the mothers and fathers of the girl you're going to get married, you see their shape, they're old, they don't have six-pack abs, they don't have slender waist, they look like a typical, normal, everyday human being without the makeup. Have a look at them when they are at home. when they are cleaning the house without makeup, without anything. Look ordinary, right? That is exactly how your wife is going to look over a period of time. Don't look at how they behave with you. Look at how they behave with the other relatives who they are fed up and pissed off and they are angry. In fact, you who's watching the video, you're so sweet and romantic and nice and loving and understanding with her, with the girl that you want to impress. Are you the same with all your friends? Are you the same with your boss? Are you the same with your colleagues? Are you the same with some idiot who misbehaves with you on the road? No, you're different, right? So these other areas of your life that you have not shown her, she has many areas of her life that she has not shown you. And she is not going to be slim, slender, beautiful after a few months or years, and especially if she gives birth. When a woman gives birth, her body changes completely. The breasts, which are firm, will start sagging. The waist, which is nice, will have stretch marks. There was no fat. There will be tire marks. There will be blip, blip, blip. Everything will be sagging. You also, you might be like a gym guy and this and that. Well, once you have a wifey, once you have responsibility, maybe you'll not even have time to go to the gym. You have to pick up the wife, you have to pick up the kid. You'll have so many other things to worry about other than making love and being romantic. You have bills to pay. These are the things people don't check. So marriage is a very different reality, my dear friend. And keep in mind, there are a lot of things which you do not consider. For example, let's say you are marrying her and tomorrow her mother and her father fall sick and they are hospitalized. Who has to help them? You also have to help them. Maybe he has a brain tumor, maybe he has a blood clot, maybe he is paralyzed. You have to pay for the mother and father also, because if she says, I don't have the money, you can't say, I don't care, this is not my mother and father. And then her mother and father will be sick, you have to take care of them. Then your mother and father fall sick, you have to take care of them also. So you have all these responsibilities, right? You don't think of all this. And here's another thing which you don't think about. You know, when you are romantic and sweet and nice, you're yourself. But once after that magic, that romance is gone, then you become normal. When you become normal, you're boring. You don't give a damn. You don't care. Like, for example, normally, when you get up in the morning, your mouth is smelling. You have, you are sweating. So obviously you smell like a ball sack. Sweaty. You smell like, like almost like you farted under the blanket. Do you know that as a couple you might fart, whatever yesterday's meal, if you have constipation, you'll fart and it smells. Are you aware of that? Well, she also would do the same. She will also fart. Are you aware of that? No, you're not aware, right? Oh, it happens. And you'll both smell and you'll both stink and you'll not look like Tom Cruise or some hot Anne Hathaway. You're going to look ugly. You're going to smell bad. And you're going to be in a bad mood. Okay? So then, once you get up, you're not going to make passionate love to her, tear everything and go down and this and that, nothing. You don't even want to see that person. It's like, oof, get away from me. So after you wake up and your head is heavy, you want your cup of coffee or whatever, and you'll sit and you want your space, your privacy. Have you ever thought about it? Maybe she also wants the same. Maybe she wants to prepare a cup of coffee and sit and do her own thing. Check her social media, check her Facebook, check her. Are you aware of that? Then you both will be doing your own different things, right? And you both will have your own mood swings. Have you thought about it? You say, yeah, we can manage as a couple. Oh, my dear, expectations. You will have expectations. She will have expectations. You will have your mood swings. She will have her mood swings. Don't think that she's going to take it sitting down. My simple wife, she has her expectations. She has her demands. She has her off days. You think every day she's coming and making puja for me and worshipping me? There are days where she'll just prepare something I told her to prepare. She'll prepare it in a bad way. It'll taste like crap. And like as it is, I'm stressed out with clients and then she's giving me food crap. I begin to, why am I eating here? I might as well go outside and eat. But you think I can go alone without taking her? The problem is we all have expectations, hopes, desires. We fool ourselves on a lot of areas. Everyone starts a business hoping the business will succeed. Everyone gets into a marriage hoping the marriage will succeed. Everyone gets into a relationship thinking the relationship will succeed. Or they migrate because they think they will succeed. Yes, we should be positive. But the problem is we don't think, if it fails, then what? If you're alone, you can make a lot of changes. But when it involves somebody else, there is a price to pay. And given today's day and age, where females have expectations, they're not going to take it sitting down. You can be rest assured, if things don't work out, they're going to take their pound of flesh from you. They're going to make it as bitter and painful as possible. And I've had quite a number of clients who, when they were going to get married, everything was romantic, rosy-dozy, happy. But when both started to, they say, familiarity breeds contempt. When both started to get to know each other, things became from bad to ugly. Okay, and when you have daily fights in the house, when you have daily arguments, it's not a very pleasant place to be. And in the end, what happens is, when it becomes too suffocating, then one of you has to make the call. And if it does go for a divorce, you can be rest assured, the very same parents, her parents, who loved you, who were very sweet to you, very nice to you, they'll be your number one enemy. Your wife is going to be your biggest enemy because she knows all your weaknesses, all your drawbacks. She's going to hit that, press that button where it hurts. And that the parents also will join in. All of a sudden you'll realize, sheesh, all that time, effort, money, love, sacrifice I gave, for what? I've seen this. And it's only going to end with scars. Both of you will end up with, both of you will be losers. Both of you will be in pain. Both of you will have bad memories. Nobody comes out as a winner. So anyway, all I want to tell you is, remember, marriage is not a decision you should take emotionally. You should take it logically. And the problem is, in order to reach that level of maturity and logic, it only comes with the learning from your mistakes. And in order to learn from your mistakes, you have to make those mistakes. And in order to make mistakes, you have to keep trying new things. Because today's day and age, everybody has expectations, everybody has demands, everybody has wants, and nobody is going to take it sitting down. So that's all I want to leave you with. Maybe I'll give you a few specific points in another video. I hope this videos help you guys out. If you have any questions, any thoughts, any comments, feel free, comment down below. It's me signing off. You guys take care.